Hey guys, and welcome to BH Live. My name is Brendan Hansford, and I'm a choreographer director and now a presenter. And BH Live is a podcast that I'm presenting every single week, 6 p.m. at the Souk Madinat, is that correct?
Madinat Jumeirah.
That one. Yeah, every single week, 6 o'clock, where you can come down, you can watch, you can have some drinks, and join me with whichever guest I may have. And the aim of the podcast is to interview some of the most amazing creatives, entrepreneurs, artists, influencers who are in Dubai or visiting to Dubai. And this week, I have a good friend of mine called Khaled, who is an incredible photographer,
everybody.
who I've had the pleasure of working with already. So in your own words, tell us who you are, what you do. Go.
All right. I probably need like 3-4 podcasts.
Yeah, go.
No, but I'll make it very short. So my name is Khaled. I'm from Syria. I came here in 2012, at the end of 2012. And I'm a photographer. I started actually the photography here. And I have a normal job, which is digital marketing. I handle everything related to social media, geeky things.
Yeah, I love geeky things.
Yeah, SEO, websites, which is also my main job, you can say. And I do some other stuff on the side, but mainly I'm in between digital marketing and photography.
Right. And how long have you been here?
It's been around 8 years and a half, I guess.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a lot.
So you must love it here.
I love it, and I just feel 100% home.
Okay.
Yeah, that's really
So
great.
what made you move in the first place?
Actually, I was not, very selective because there was a war.
There is that, yeah.
I just had a great friend who was living here, and I thought like, okay, anyway. It was my dream to come to Dubai. I mean, from the TV and the commercials and everything, long time ago, in Syria before the war, and then just I had a chance and I used it just to get out, and I came here with nothing and I started all over again. Yeah. It was really like a new chapter, like literally new chapter. I just reached with my jeans, my $70 in my pocket, no phone, no luggage, nothing at all.
Wow.
And I had no idea how to start. I couldn't bring any graduation papers, experience things, no CV at all, even though I was graduated. And I mean, it was just from zero, and it was another life, completely reborn. You can say,
literally overnight, just flipped, changed. And were you a photographer back then, or?
I was selling cameras. There was like the point where I started to develop interest of capturing or creating some content. And the digital cameras were just, in the Middle East getting more and more. And I was selling cameras and I was very good in it. I achieved targets. They promoted me a little bit back in Syria for selling cameras and everything. I had some courses about the technical part, how to, fix and clean. So this got me a little bit interested. And then I started there, but with, renting, borrowing some cameras. I was not very, the financial situation there is very different. I came here and I saw the cameras everywhere. Oh my God, amazing. Everybody can take a professional camera, and I decided that it will be a little bit hard for me at the beginning to get, a regular job because of my papers and everything, my own situation. So I had to live on something. And of course, beautiful place, beautiful people.
Yeah, it's hard to get a bad photo here, right?
Diversity, everything is clean, everything is perfect. You have the diversity of between the great looking towers, and then you have the beautiful places like here, the heritage and everything. So
and a couple miles later in the desert.
Yeah, really, it's amazing. Yeah. So I started a little bit by learning. Of course, I used YouTube. I had the time. I had the
incredible.
I didn't have the money to be in some courses or hire a professional photographer to teach me. So I used YouTube, and and actually he was from UK.
No way.
Yeah,
I called him. What was the name?
His name is Carl Taylor. Of course, he's the master, but I just I bought his lessons and videos, and I liked everything. The way he was, teaching to the advanced level, from the beginning to the advanced level.
Because you now teach, right?
Yes, I do.
Where do you teach?
I teach in different places. I used to more than now because of the time. I was working in training center, so I gave courses to government sector about photography and about the photography that is related to them, which covering official events or being with the high profiles people and all these things. And then also I teach photography for photographers, beginners, and for children who has some talent. Brilliant. That was also a very, very special experience. And until now, I teach now because of the COVID and everything. So I have some people, online. Like I have one in Netherlands and the other in Russia. So
Oh, so you're doing this all online at the moment?
And at the moment, exactly. In Dubai, from time to time, some university can invite me, or some institute, or 3-4 people comes to me on my Instagram.
So in the part, you said 7-8 years ago?
8 and a half.
8 years ago. So in 8 years, you've literally arrived with nothing.
Yes.
And I already know a little bit about your career, so I won't say anything, but we're going to let you talk about it. Tell me the 3 best things that have happened to you, whether it be career, personal, on your development as your career and your time in Dubai.
Okay. The first thing, obviously, is me being here. Okay. Literally, when I stepped in, even though, again, how hard it looked, but I had no choice. I couldn't go to Europe, the immigrants, people, dying in the sea and everything. So, and of course, the problem in Syria. So for me, I was kind of not stuck, but it was the only choice. So this gave me a little bit of motivation that you have to make it. There is no choice. This is your environment. It's like a video game. You're in this mission and you have to do it, especially that I'm responsible for 2-3 families, including my own, until now. So I can't be lazy. I cannot, even now I have a very good job, but I do more just to be able to provide more and more to these families. And then this is the first thing. The second thing is when I owned my first camera. So that was also a long story.
What was
between
the first camera?
It was Canon 1100D, something like about 1,000 dirhams. But for me, it's like owning it. I gathered some money from friends, like 100 dirhams, 80 dirhams, something like this. So,
nice.
Yeah, that was like 6 years ago, or 6.5 years ago. So it was really great moment to have something like, okay, I can wake up and find it on the shelf and grab it and just, that it's me.
And you can finally make money from it.
Yes. I started, of course, to shoot events, birthday parties at McDonald's and anything you can imagine. And people sometimes shouting at me like, come take a photo for me, and weddings and everything. But I thought this is the best to apply my knowledge from YouTube and
the training you had so far.
Experience real life, and the money of course were very, very low, but I was accepting everything. Sometimes I had to pay transportation more than what I earned. But again,
we've all done that,
this helped me so much with communication, because people still have a connection with me, not only because they had a good photographs, for example, just because of the personality and the way dealing is. And so until now, that was great. The third, I guess, when I started to apply my social media knowledge into my photography. So this was a very important milestone, let's say. Because I was developing at the same time, parallel, between photography. I was growing slowly, and I was also growing in my normal career, which is social media and digital marketing, until I got some good job. And then I did a master degree in digital marketing and communication 2 years back. So here I felt like, okay, I'm leveling up. And then I started to apply it's like doing marketing for myself, but not only, of course, ads and everything, but I know how, the tricks, where to post, when to post, what audience, and when you travel, what is content.
We all love those tricks.
This is really amazing, and we can talk about this later.
We will.
This is very, very important for any photographers. So that was also my third moment, because I started getting the attention or starting to get more opportunities, obviously, from the media and from friends, and everything was like next level.
Okay.
Yeah, that was really, really great. So
Good.
Those three I can choose.
I was about to say, where did the third one come in? So the first one was obviously being here, getting here, escaping. Second one was getting your camera, and the third one was...
Third one is applying my knowledge in digital marketing on my photography.
Yeah. The next question I have is why Dubai, but I feel like you covered that.
I can talk a little bit, few good lines about Dubai. Dubai, obviously, it's really, really, it's beautiful. It's land of opportunities. It's very known for that, and you always have chances. I mean, every single day you meet someone, and that's the story of mine. I mean, you always move around and you find somebody like, let's do this, especially if you work in different things, right? So you'll get very much opportunities. This I don't believe, for me personally, I don't believe I can do 10% of what I did in another country. That's it. I always
one thing I've noticed is obviously everybody here is from somewhere else.
Yes.
Bar a small percentage. So everyone is an expat. Everyone is come here for an opportunity. So every time you speak to someone, they're all in the same boat. They're all someone that's looking for a better life somewhere else. They're all someone that has that mindset, that mentality. And again, probably why this is one of the most safest places, because the people that come here aren't the people that are likely to commit any sort of crimes.
Of course, you feel the elite in everything, especially in art and also in the normal jobs and everything. So this is this high level. If you blend it in, that's it. I mean, you're next level. You're saving time.
And the culture, like art culture here, is growing rapidly right now. They're really starting to put a lot of funding behind it, and a lot of, I don't know what the word is, but that I've noticed they brought out, is it assistantship or? Anyone who's done a lot for the arts. This is for talent and talented people. You're talking about the visa papers and support from the government. Yes.
This is for talented people, and including some other careers like special engineers, doctors, and so much. Not purely about art.
I literally only heard about the art.
I read. It's really interesting, and that's also shows how this place is supportive more and more.
And it's, it's so, when I first came here, I read everything, I watched everything, and I was trying to get as much knowledge as possible, and I thought I was coming to a very restricted place where I had to be very careful about everything I do, and it's nothing like that.
Exactly.
It's so open, it's so relaxed, as long as you have respect.
And that shouldn't be a rule. I mean, this is exactly. That shouldn't be. It's just people often ask me, because I'm an Arab, so they ask me like, okay, what is this? And they feel like they are being monitored all the time or something. It's not like this at all. For me, it's just felt completely another dimension in the universe. For me, it's the ultimate freedom, and the I can really do what I like, what I want, and I can save time and achieve, and this place is for these people. I mean, that's what I really feel. So what's
your plans for the next 6 months to the next 6 years? Do you have any goals? Do you have any things you want to achieve, like anything big?
Yes. Actually, I was working on my solo exhibition for a long time. It's ready. Everything is ready.
Where is it?
I just need I'm planning to do it in Al Circle, and it's gonna happen.
Perfect.
But that was just 1 month before COVID again. So now, after a little bit of opening up, I can actually do it now, but I prefer just to wait a little bit, because I want the exhibition to be a little bit special. It's about specific concept where I expose some people to a little bit dark ambient music, and they react, and I capture these reactions naturally without any posing. So that was like psychological experience.
Did they know they were going to have their photo taken?
Yes.
Or
I
were they
briefed
like
them.
Surprised into
No,
it?
no, I briefed everybody, and it's a set. It's different from any photo session. So these photos were exhibited in many different countries. I mean, this project got picked up in Las Vegas, in UK 2 times, in Barcelona, in Moscow. Wow. Many different places, but here I want to show it as a physical, and I think I wanted to create something similar to what happened in the session. You know, the same black walls and showing only faces. I was focusing on the faces, and the same music I used in the photo sessions. You know, I developed like some because this is really something very, very deep about the experience. So I want the people, for example, to go inside the hall and just watch these faces without white walls or anything, and listen to the music. You know, not like the regular exhibition where they talk and they see. Experience. You walk through and see like portraits without anything. No, I mean, it's just faces close up and different people. So that my plan is in the next 6 months to activate this. Brilliant. But because again I have a daily work and I'm involved in many different things, so I mean I'm blaming myself about this, but this is very important for any photographer to have his solo. The second thing is I started actually last week. I started my own YouTube channel in Arabic for teaching basics of photography and then later on advanced, and I made it like a little bit funny. Because this is who I am, obviously, So a lot of people, and especially a close group of friends, they were telling me, please, you have to do some show or stand up or whatever. And I searched, there are nothing, let's say, like a good content in Arabic on YouTube. It's just pretty basic, like, okay, this is the lenses, this is the camera. So I created a theme and everything, and all the good stuff in English. So I'm targeting the young people, the Arab young people, and not necessarily about cameras, how to take great pictures in the phone, a little bit of editing, the art touch and everything. And tomorrow will be the other episode, the second one.
Nice. And how do we find that channel?
I'll give you the name. It's an Arabic name. I created the character.
Give me the link.
Even
it's easier.
Even interesting thing that some of my friends who doesn't speak Arabic, they all watched it and they were laughing so hard. Because it's the character and it's just me. I don't. I have the studio at my home set up, everything, and I just go and record. So that's brilliant. That was a very big dream, but I just started it, so I'm very excited about it.
Amazing. Well, let me know. I can share that on my channels. And go, hey guys, not that the majority of my followers probably speak English and can't speak Arabic, but
they will have fun.
You never know. They'll have fun and they'll watch it. So, what would be your very long-term goal then? So, where would you see yourself in 5 years? Still in Dubai? Somewhere else?
I guess Dubai, but Dubai will be like the base for me, because before again COVID, I was traveling so much. Part of my photography, as you see in my profiles, is about traveling also, like nature and everything, because I have many different aspects of it's not portraits only. I do landscape, I do architecture, and I sell prints, I sell something commercial, you know, like landscapes on Shutterstock, for example, or something that can be used in advertising. So I just love creating content, especially photographs, and I'm planning to go to Iceland for a photography trip. Awesome. This is my next step.
That's one of my dreams, is to create a film in Iceland.
Iceland is
something super sci-fi, space
the heaven for any content creator, I guess, especially photography, videography.
That's definitely on the list up there. So this is where it gets a little bit deeper, because I kind of know where you're going to talk here. What would you say is the most challenging moment in your life stroke career, and how did you overcome it?
Now it's time management.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really something precious. And I, when I did my master, there was, 2-3 courses about this.
Okay.
And I learned a lot from it. But still, because I'm always like hyper and excited, so I get involved in anything. literally, like if you are sitting now and I watch something I don't like on your desktop, I will leave everything and let me fix this. You have a virus without you asking. I can't just, I'm a nerd in IT and stuff.
I love nerds,
so imagine people are calling me, fix my phone, I lost contacts and blah, blah, blah. So,
and you're all over it. Right, you got to do this.
I cannot, literally, So time management is very challenging at the moment, because you have to be in a different characters every day.
Many different hats.
Like in the morning I'm a manager. I do great stuff in digital marketing. After that I could be shooting a wedding, and then I do some concept at home, and then it's just a lot. So I'm trying to, and with the new YouTube, of course, I'm doing everything, recording, editing, publishing. So it's a lot, and the obvious solution is to drop something to be successful, and exactly. No. But we don't like it. I mean,
work later.
When
Sleep
some
less.
some trainers they come and you have to drop later or drop something.
No.
I can't do it. I just get involved in many different things. But I think now I'm fixing it slowly. Like I don't want to drop of course the main job, social media, because I love it and I have a future in it, I guess. And then of course photography is just what I like to do every day.
So what would you say is the most challenging moment in your life? So obviously I kind of know where you're going to go here, so think back to the moment when it was the most challenging for you, and how did you overcome that?
Okay, in 2011, when the problems started in Syria, I was there, and it was really tough. I mean, you're not talking about financial situation, you're not talking about broken love story, you're talking about death and life, and in the age of 23, 24. And it was very intense, and I was just on my own, literally, like nothing, and it was really hard to get out of it. I mean, more than 90% of people who were in my situation didn't go out. I mean, but luckily, and thank God, touch wood, touch ceiling,
touch everything.
I managed to go out, and that was really very special in my life, where I started to appreciate every single thing. I mean, everything.
I can tell that.
Now you drop me in any country, like in any souk, and something, I have no problem at all. I will never complain. I will never, no matter what happens to me. But because after that, something different. So the challenging was the environment, the geographical place where I found myself, like, okay, this is your country, this is your border, this is your environment, language, everything was like by default selected for you, and I didn't have any chance to start choosing what I want as a, let's say, as a teenage guy or young guy. Once I reached that level of awareness in my, let's say, 20s, this happened. It's
so
like
you
COVID.
You realized you had a choice rather than everything.
I mean, usually all people, when they start 20, 23, they if they have normal life, they will start to try things and anything. But for me, I was doing the whole normal setup, like school, college, everything. And once I was just like for 1 year trying to find myself and everything, and this happened. It's like COVID hit. And that's it. I was more trapped, and so that was very, very life-changing. I thought I will never go out, and this is who I am, and I will be here.
So how did you get out? And if there's any questions you don't want to answer, please say so. I don't want to probe too far.
No, I will speak in general, because it's very, very long, complicated, miserable story. And it's not like I have something to hide, but
I get it. I get it.
But it's I managed by communication and by acting, if you want, which is interesting. And basically, this comes from my inner self, where I reacted to the situation that this is not me, and I will never fit here. It's either, I mean, I will literally descend to madness. And that's it. So I act on this, and I just left everything around me and decided that I have to go out. No matter what, I have to go out, and that's not me. I'm not gonna stay here. And I got stuck 2 years there. It's not like 2 or 3 months. I was there 2 years, and then I managed to go out. That was that was unexpected. Until now, I wake up every morning, not every morning, every other morning, to be precise. And it takes me like 5-10 minutes to realize that I'm safe and I'm here.
Wow.
And sometimes I tear up in the morning, really. I don't want to sound dramatic, but this is really happening. Especially if I had some nightmares the night before. So it will be like, oh my God, I'm here. Okay, this is the actual life. And this is the... So long story short, the challenging was, of course, the mental state where I had to be after processing all these traumas.
So actually it was the after. So in the moment, do you feel like you were just living on adrenaline and living in the moment to just get through the next day, the next day?
I reached here, I just started just to be on a survival mode. I didn't process what happened to me before. Once I got settled here, I collapsed. I collapsed completely. I was in a hospital. It was a long story and it was all mental. And then I recovered again and I noticed and I'm starting healing, of course, myself through art and music and other things.
Amazing.
Yeah.
That's incredible. What a story. Because obviously, speaking to someone like myself, I've never gone through anything like that. I can't even imagine being in a situation like in Syria where you're in a war zone. I couldn't even picture it. I could pretend, but I couldn't. So, to hear that, it's just like, wow.
I'm very grateful, for everything.
Well, one thing I suppose it pushes out is there's always a choice. There's always an option. There's always, if you are determined enough to create a better life for yourself, there's definitely always a way if you can find it.
If you have the will, I don't want to again sound like motivation or something. That's fine. But this is what it sounds like even to me. But it's just like like they say, it's either you collapse or you stand up. I mean, it's up to you. It's very hard and not everyone can make it. And even if they have the will, luck is involved and a lot of things, destiny, whatever. But it worked for me and I can't, after 8-9 years, I can't still believe it.
Okay.
So
I feel like you've answered this next question, but I'm going to ask you again anyway.
Okay.
What would you say is your biggest attribute? So when I say attribute, I mean the quality that makes you. And how has it helped you achieve what you've achieved?
Okay.
And why is it important?
Yes, it's in my personality. I noticed after a while, after I started, being on my feet, I started to notice that people likes my work in general. If it's a digital marketing or photography or anything else or teaching, they like it because I have a little bit of wide knowledge in many different fields. And this comes from interests. That's it. Basically, I'm not like I never been bored and wondering what to do and everything. I like history. I like politics. I like sports.
Amazing.
I mean, you can basically open any kind of any kind of topic with me, and we can discuss.
And you want to know something,
I mean something, or I'm really interested. It's like pretending. So I think diversity. Even this shows in my photography work and digital marketing, but more in my photography work. Most of the photographers are focused on one theme. Let's say portraits, which is the right way, and I'm
which is the right way.
It is actually. When I teach, I encourage my people to, especially in the beginning, to focus on one thing, because if you want to master portraits, you want to master landscape, it's different equipment, different way of looking at things. Everything is different. But for me, I never did it. I don't know why, because this is me. As I told you earlier, like in the morning, I'm a different person. At night, I'm a different person. I have a wide circle of friends, different interests.
What person have I got now?
Now I'm the... It's very cold. I'm the chill guy.
That's only because I have the aircon on, because I'm still not used to the heat yet.
Now it's the weekend mode, I guess. So I'm thinking about the YouTube and I have some editing and everything.
So not going to go to the beach. You're going to carry on working and build up your own portfolio.
I might find some 2-3 hours for the beach.
So would you say that the character that's got you where you are today is
definitely
non-stop?
Diversity, multiple interests, multiple
you're a
experience. Definitely,
You're a nerd. We all love nerds.
I'm a nerd,
But the quality I'm getting from you is your drive. You don't stop.
Even
when there's time, like you said, you never have time to think that I'm bored, because you've always got something you want to do.
Yes, I'm always.
So I'm really getting that from you. So what advice would you give to someone who wants to be a photographer and break into this industry? Like if there was one bit of advice that you see everyone making the same mistake, what would you tell them?
I tell them basically you have to try, and as much as you can, try with everything around you. Don't just count on knowledge or what you learn. You have to actually try. You have to capture like 200 pictures every day. Just click, and you start.
Play.
And the main thing comes with it is having a look on what's happening around you from photographers. You sign up away from Instagram and Facebook and everything. There are many different platforms where a good level of photographers, they share their artwork or photography. And then this helped me so much, because sometimes I go to the beach, for example, I capture some photos and I'm coming home very excited. This is great image. Look at this color. Oh my God. Then I open these apps or these platforms and I see, oh my God, I will never publish this if there is a picture like this. This levels you up very, very fast, and you can learn from them by having a look on many, many different things. So this is definitely helping for beginners.
That's literally the next topic, is learning and getting inspired by others.
Yes. And also on that, there is one more point. Here in Dubai, because it's the land of opportunities and very active place, what helped me the most in experience is me going on workshops. Like whatever was happening here was very low money. It's almost free. And there was a lot of things free. So I joined people I don't know. We go on photography trips, shooting the stars in near KSA borders, shooting the I don't know, the old city, shooting for example, we all collaborate and gather to pay one model. We all not working, we want to learn, we pay one model, we pay the makeup, we just want to try our equipment. So this 2 years, that was for me saving, in my opinion, like 10 years of normal path for any photographer. This really helps because of, again, the connection, and you see people next to you, photographers, how they are dealing with the, and so you start to shape yourself. Like, okay, I'm not that guy, I'm this guy. I like more like this. So same subject, but different photographers. So that's really
that's really interesting. And how would you say the environment affects your content?
Environment is definitely affected. When I came here, obviously I was very surprised by the architecture, the diversity I told you about. And then when I start traveling around, I also noticed that it's really the environment, how important the environment is for you. I mean, your friends, if you are shooting portraits, or the people you know. Of course, I'm talking about a little bit away from the modeling shooting, because I don't do that. I just select people sometimes based on their character, on their something unique as a feature in there. It could be very, very long hair or very alien looking people, something really abstract. But definitely the environment is affecting, because I see some people where I can say that, okay, this is good level, but because of him or her living in this place, they are producing such a content. So I have friends in Russia, I have friends in those cold countries, and their work is completely affected by because they are living here, but when you have another friend in a other country, you will see, okay, this is colorful, and this is it's really, it depends on the place a little bit. It's not 100%, of course, but especially if you're shooting outdoors, your mentality will change. So you'll be, that's why I'm a little bit diverse, because I traveled a little bit here and there.
And how important do you think social media is?
Oh,
I know that's a bit of a jump.
Yes. I mean, especially for photography, it's a key now. Of course, again, we have to explain one thing. If you want to be, let's say, as a commercial photographer or famous or anything, I mean, if you have a goal, you need social media. And some people, especially the artistic photographers, they don't like it, you know. It's just coming from principle, like I don't care and everything, which is fine completely. And it doesn't mean if I am doing it, I like it and this is my world. No, but this is how the world works now.
Yes.
So either you blend in or you will be just unknown, and it's a shame because beautiful work not getting published. And we say as photographers all the time, if you have the worst place for your photographs is your computer. It should be all the time out. I mean, out, because otherwise, why are you creating these things? Okay, no problem if you don't want to exhibit or you don't want to sell or you don't want to go for a commercial photo shoot, but that's why we create content for sharing our feelings, expressing our emotions, experience, etc. So that's very important.
So I suppose the takeaway is you can be the most talented photographer in the world, but if no one knows who you are,
I mean it might stop you from creating anymore, you know, because if you are making a lot of effort and buying this heavy
for what reason
equipment and you're not getting, let's say, exposure a little bit, not success, just a little bit of exposure, you will definitely stop at some point.
All right, cool. So moving on to the fun round.
Okay.
So basically what we do here is I ask you stupid questions, and it's the same questions to every guest. So first one is, who would play you in the movie of your life? And would I know who they are?
Movie. Obviously, I'm still in my 30s. I don't know what will happen because this might, you know, make a difference. But I think I don't want to make people miserable, but what was his name? The guy in The Pianist? Adore.
I have no idea. You've written the answer down here, so I can tell you.
It's the guy from The
Brody.
Adrian Brody. He's my favorite, and he a little bit looks like me when I'm miserable, or when I was miserable.
So you picked him because he looks like you when you're sad.
The performance, the overwhelmed guy, not only from The Pianist movie, which I love, of course, but I watch his movies. I mean, as a character, the way he talks, the way he looks like, it's. I feel that he really can express, even though I adore Al Pacino, but of course that's as a performance. But about story of my life, definitely him.
Okay, and what would your superpower be?
Superpower, traveling in time, I guess.
Traveling through time.
I always think about it. I dream about it.
What would be the first thing you do if I gave you the power now?
I want to go to the future and back and everything. I'm interested in the future and interested in technology-wise and civilizations and history, and I'm interested in the ancient history.
What if you go to the future and the world is no more? You would disappear.
Yeah, but I will not come back here. So I guess
that's what I'm saying. You would also disappear because it would not exist.
Yeah, exactly.
I've had this thought way too many times.
It's all the time, and it's affecting also my photography. You know, time and time, space, and these things. I always watch these documentaries, and I'm always interested in space in general. You can go to my place and you can see the drawings all about aliens, and this is just my interest. So I love to be to see myself, for example, in different timelines.
Okay. Yeah. What timeline do you think you would fit into?
A little bit more of a future from now, I guess. Yeah.
So you'd want to fit into like 3000s, flying around.
You know, Star Trek and beaming out.
You'll be on some other country somewhere else taking pictures.
Yeah, some other planets.
Cool. So work hard or play hard?
I guess both, but stay healthy, because I suffered from this because of my lifestyle, which I said, like, always going on. At some moment, I collapsed, as I told you, mentally and physically. And then when I had to recover, I knew, and the doctors, of course, and everybody told me that health is a key.
Yes.
Good food, you know, I changed my diet and I gained a lot of weight. Imagine now, I was 20 kg slimmer than this.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was literally invisible. Like, I was starting at the, standing at the door of the metro and it won't open up. You know, I was like, oh my God, I don't exist. Like, it was very scary. My eyes was like this alien and everything. And so I changed my diet overnight. I become vegan for like almost 1 year and a half. I gained 20 kg. I'm doing gym. I'm doing cycling, extreme sports, and football.
Yeah.
Like, so incredible. I focused on that, and then I can keep going.
Yes.
I never I don't get tired, as much as because good food is the essential base, and you go.
Yeah. Right. So I always ask my guests to give a positive message to the audience. So maybe you have a mantra, maybe you have a saying that you always tell yourself that helps you get through and keep pushing forward. What would that be?
Stay foolish. I like it so much.
Stay foolish.
Yes. I mean, don't do like this.
Don't be too serious.
Stay foolish everywhere.
Enjoy life.
Just be. I mean, release. Do you know?
Do you know? I think that's a creative thing. Someone asked me literally a couple of weeks ago, why do you work so much? Why do you work so hard? I was like, because it's not work.
Exactly, yeah.
I play
I get
all
this
the time.
every day. I mean, even my colleagues at work, like, why you don't go to weekend to just sleep? They watch my Instagram stories, like,
constant.
Morning I'm cycling, at the evening this is fun. I cannot have a shisha on my couch and just,
Brilliant. So, well, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you very much.
That was a really fun interview. Tell the audience how they can get hold of you, whether they want to hire you, look at your work or learn
follow,
from
subscribe.
you.
Yes.
So tell everyone, go.
Yes. So you can basically Google my name. It's Khaled Bakkora. Google it. You'll find my website, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok. I'm on like 17 social media channels, and you can find me anywhere, basically. Anywhere.
Fine. I will obviously put a link to your main social medias as well.
So mainly Instagram if you want to get closer to stories and everything. But you can find me everywhere.
Amazing. Well, again, thank you so much for coming on. And it's been a pleasure to know you and work with you, and now have you on my podcast. And guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you come back next week. And if you are in Dubai, pop down 6 o'clock at the
Madinat Jumeirah.
Madinat Jumeirah Souk.
Yes.
Yes?
Souk Madinat Jumeirah.
Smashed it. And hopefully I'll see you then. And till then.